Well, Brett, I just happen to not believe in God. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. The Bible tells us something, and again, if you don't believe the Bible, you can disagree with me and disagree with the Bible if you want to be wrong. But the Bible says that no one's going to have an excuse. Well, I didn't know God really existed. No, you were defiant against the evidence of God. And Romans chapter 1, I'll just read it really quickly to you because we're running out of time. But in Romans chapter 1, verses 18 through 23, listen as I read, listen closely. It says, "For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth." That's the same thing we've been talking about all morning, pushing down the truth so nobody can hear it. "For what can be known of God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. For his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world in the things that have been made. So they are without excuse. For although they knew God, they did not honor him as God nor give thanks to him, but they became futile in their thinking. And their foolish hearts were darkened. Claiming to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images resembling mortal man and birds and animals and creeping things." Paul lays it out as clear as it could be. There's no such thing as a person who doesn't believe in God. I don't believe in atheists. Because the Bible says that you know in your heart, and it says that even the invisible things of God are clearly seen. How are they clearly seen? The creation. Well, Brett, I just don't believe that. I don't believe in creation. I believe in evolution. See, this is where it gets really crazy to me. Which one takes more faith to believe in evolution versus creation? Brett, are you kidding me? You believe that God created the heavens and the earth. He spoke the sun into existence. Let there be light. Brrr, the sun pops out there. Is that what you believe? Yep. And you believe God created the heavens in 6 days and on the seventh day rested, like the Bible says? Yep, I believe that. Well, that takes faith. It does. But which one takes more faith? Does it take more faith to believe that there's a God who pre-existed and was always in existence? That's what we believe. That's what the Bible says. He always was. So we start with God in all existence. Well, Brad, I don't even know how that works. Well, of course, if he's God, he lives outside of our brain power and our ability to understand the physics around God. I'm okay with that. But God, who pre-existed, created the heavens and the earth. That does take faith. But does it take more faith to believe that something created something and made it beautiful versus nothing became something and became beautiful? If you're an evolution, you believe nothing was there. Well, Brad, there were gases that collided, and then those gases, they collided and it created this big boom, this explosion. Question, where did the gases come? Were there these two giant space cows that had flatulence? And suddenly, is that what happened? Like, that takes faith. You gotta have crazy faith to believe that there were just accidental, and then not only the accidental, the explosion, but then there was this little puddle of goo, prebiotic soup. And in that prebiotic soup, there was a strike of lightning that breathed life into a living cell, and it became something, and it grew legs. It took billions and billions of years, you see. I would say not in a billion years. From goo to you, that's a leap of faith. Some of you may be a little easier to believe, but from goo to you, I just don't have that kind of faith. That's crazy, crazy, crazy faith. No, Brett, it's science. No, it's called the theory of evolution because it's only a theory. And by the way, if you really are astute, you'll notice science is jumping ship. Science, real scientists, not Christian people, these are scientists saying, you know what, this evolutionary theory, if we're gonna be really honest, the math doesn't work out even if you give it billions of years. So they're exploring other origins and options and stuff like that. There's some real work being done on this because they know that it doesn't hold water.